Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We would first like to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops and great millstone who taught us this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there pushing this truth, this 100% truth, out there on the highways and the byways, the Akim, as well as you few sisters out there listening and learning. The Akwath to you also. We say Shalom. It is your brother, Hataz Akabar.
It's Adab Yarbad.
We're back here with another lesson through the Spirit. And in today's lesson entitled is various topics. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked and shameful spewing. And from that, you should all know who we're talking about. So with that, I want to start off with this precept. Because there's been a lot of things that have been coming out in the news about this specific group of people. The book of Habakkuk.
All year.
The book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter and the 16th verse, and it reads, Thou art filled with shame for glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And here's another scripture that backs that up as well in the book of Obadiah, the 1st chapter. And I want to say, the 10th verse. It says, For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Matter of fact, I can start at verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And we've been seeing that the wisdom in the so-called white man has been departing based on the decisions that they've been making as of recently, and even within this past 6 years specifically.
It says everybody they've been running that same playbook since the Alexander the Great took over.
Yeah.
And the other nations, they hip to it.
It says in verse 9, And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed. Because back then, Teman was a land or a group of people who was known to be very wise. That's why wisdom and Teman is always used in the same context. It says to the end that everyone of the mountain. Go ahead.
Hold on, Shilaki, my fault. The Temanites migrated and took over Germany. So that's mainly where the Temanites started from. A family out of the house of Esau, Edom. Go ahead, man, my fault.
You good. To the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. So like he said, they came from the house of Esau. Just because you have all of these nations around about now, and they're classified as different things, such as by country and whatnot, doesn't mean that they're not from the same house. Just like they classify nowadays a so-called Jake from the Northern Kingdom as a Puerto Rican or any other type of island, the Dominican, Haitian or something like that, or even like Bolivia. That doesn't mean that they're not still Israelites. It's just they've given them a different name. So just like the European countries or even Russia, they're still under the house of Esau. Israel, right? Germany, they're all Spain, Portugal, they're all Edomites. They're just under different country names because, as it says in the scriptures, they changed the name of the land.
They name lands after their own self too.
So if you even look into the history of it, for instance, like the Northern Kingdom, they were taken over by the Spaniards. People think, the Spaniards are different than regular Edomites. They're Edomites that just speak a different language. It's like the Northern Kingdom was taken over. Or it's Salaki, not the Northern Kingdom, but the Southern Kingdom was taken over and was ruled by quote unquote Americans from from Britain and stuff like that. Still Edomites. At the end of the day, they just spoke a different language. That's why
Yeah.
when that's why when
It's
people
like the
try and
French
discredit,
taking over Haiti.
yeah. So when people try and discredit and say that oh the Northern Kingdom isn't isn't a part of the Israelites and things of that nature, I I marvel at it. It makes me laugh because how could you say that when they were oppressed just like the Southern Kingdom, if not the same? Now, of course, we know that the Southern Kingdom got it worse, but at the end of the day, they were still conquered. They were still spread across and scattered and went under the same curses that we went under. Then on top of that, I'm bringing this out because the elder brother Manata Zagba made a lesson on this earlier today, where a woman who appeared to be of a Latin tribe pretty much said that that the Latin tribes and the Native Americans weren't Israelites, especially the Northern Kingdom and stuff like that. And then also saying that the Southern Kingdom wasn't the Israelites as well, which is just blasphemy.
Yeah, that's madness.
But that's
They
just
ain't they
showing
ain't got the history on what happened to the Northern Kingdom. They got fucked up bad too.
con. So that's just really showing a lack of ignorance and a lack of knowledge. And that's what you see a lot of people who are frustrated or come against this truth have. They don't know anything. So they just go based off how they feel. It's a lot it coming to my point in verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So we're seeing the shame cover Esau Edom. And as they continue to be exposed and the wicked acts and deeds that they've done be brought to light more and more as the days go on, people, as I like to call them, the normal people, common folk, regular old citizens are starting to see these people for how wicked they are. Yet you still have two
Yeah.
thirds. Yet you still have two thirds who are coupling to these people and cleaving onto them because they suffer from Stockholm syndrome and disregard all of the wicked things that Esau Edom does. So, like it says, let me go ahead and get it. In the book of Isaiah, the 31st chapter, this is what's going to happen to those people who cleave on to this place, who want to stay here and live under these laws. Isaiah, the 31st chapter. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, which we're going to pull something out in this lesson as well that shows you that America is spiritual Sodom and Egypt as well. With that video, if you all have already seen it, of them burning Baal and that obelisk. And stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. That's the two thirds right now. They won't believe any of the things that we bring out, our elder apostles bring out. Now you have Edomites who are coming out and saying that, oh yeah, these people are the Israelites and all this other stuff. Because I've been seeing this type of stuff, these things come across my feed now recently on Instagram, and I see people who I grew up with or people who follow me on Instagram who I may have said something to about the truth, or they may know someone that I said something to about the truth, reposting these same videos when an Edomite says it. But when I said it though, I was wrong and I was crazy. They didn't want to regard or they didn't want to listen to when I was telling them the same shit years ago.
Yeah, that's because
Verse 2.
they love their father the devil.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Right? So you have to realize, man,
Yeah.
all of the things that these people have been doing, they have a laundry list, a history of oppressing us and fucking over other nations as well. All of that stuff is gonna come back
Yeah.
upon them.
Yeah, because this most shameful spewing. They going at us and them Ishmaelites. And the
Yes.
Elamites too. The
So
Moabites.
so that is why we're seeing now from the other nations an uproar of hatred towards Esau Edom, which is what we're going to be talking about in this lesson, because of the things that they've done in the past to these countries. They are far from being white, which they try and use that to make themselves seem holy. They are far from that.
Yeah, pure. Yeah. Filthy rags. Vile. Hold on, what's that one verse? Hold on.
Verse 3.
I want to tell you. Go ahead.
I'm going to finish this verse 4. Now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall. That's y'all. And he that is hoping shall fall down. Yep. And they all shall fail together. Y'all are gonna die with this place because y'all love it so much. Jake is okay with being in captivity as long as they have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. They okay with the conditions.
What's that? Jeremiah, is Israel a homeborn slave?
Exactly. Y'all are okay with living in these conditions, but we're not.
Yeah.
For thus have
how will the mark on the men that sign cry for the abominations going on in this land? How you not upset because your son want to be a fairy?
Can you get
your daughter want to act like a boy? You ain't upset for that? Go ahead.
Can you get that where it talks about how Lot was vexed? It's in the book of, I want to say 2 Peter. The second or third chapter, maybe. If you type of vexed and Lot, it should come up. I know it's in the book of 2 Peter though. Let me finish reading this.
Yeah, 2 Peter 2:7.
For thus hath Yahweh spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion roaring on his prey. When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall Yahweh of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion. What's the name of the brothers' channel? The Controversy of Zion. And for the hill thereof. Go ahead. I'm gonna put your screen up.
Hold on, I was gonna tell you might as well read Isaiah 13 too. Because those who cleaving on to Egypt, they're gonna be thrust through with them. What's that? And then I read 2 Peter 2:7 right quick. We ain't gotta pull it up because it's a quick verse. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Hold on.
Can you read up above that?
Verse 6. Or when we start at 5.
You can start at 5.
They don't understand. This is why our people don't fear the Lord. They don't understand the gravity.
Hold on.
Now,
you lagging
a little bit. But save Noah, the 8th. Okay.
Mike, maybe turn off your Wi-Fi or something. Not on your laptop, but if you got like multiple devices open, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn off the TV. Yeah. All right. 2 Peter 2:5. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. I'm going to keep going. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after live ungodly. And delivered, he go to point, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Now, people must think that it was 12 people on earth when the Lord flooded the earth and kept Noah and his 3 sons and their wives, making it 8 people. It was millions of people on earth. The Lord don't play. Or when he overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah for all the filthiness and wickedness they was doing, being fairies. And you know what we mean by fairies, like our friend Samuel used to do. Right? It's supposed to be an example of how we're supposed to be living. But look at us now. Our people, what is that? Is that in Jeremiah 2, right? It's either Jeremiah or Ezekiel. They commit sins and do not hide it.
Hmm.
That's where we at. See, Shalaki. I'm gonna read down. I'm gonna drop down to verse 9. I'm gonna read 8. For that righteous man dwelling among them in sin and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. Read like that in Ezekiel 9 too. So if you ain't upset by what's going on, they done brought out the e-files. You niggas still ain't saying nothing. Y'all worried about the next concert. Who in concert up here tonight? Shit, your sister told me.
I'll check real quick. Go ahead.
Some old motherfuckers. Who the hell want to see some 70-year-old people singing on stage? Did you get Isaiah 13?
Yeah, I got it. I put up Revelation 11. I
Oh,
still
go
got
ahead,
it
go
on.
ahead.
Revelation 11, because he had mentioned Sodom and Egypt, or Salakia,
Yeah,
he had mentioned Sodom and Gomorrah. Just going back to what I was saying earlier. Revelation 11 and 8, it says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city," and the great city is, of course, Babylon, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
yeah. See, what people ain't realizing is the Lord judges on a daily basis. And we supposed to fear him. So he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities because of their wickedness. And our people read the story and glance over it and don't say, you know what, he gonna do it again. Nope. They don't even consider. Like in reading the scriptures, our people, they do honor the Lord with their lips, roughly paraphrasing, but their hearts are far from them, meaning their minds. They going off, they never not reading. Remember we were talking earlier and you said the one dude that you be having conversations with, he said he believed in the Bible. But when you read the Bible, you don't agree with what it's saying. How you
Exactly.
believe in it then?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Our people. Oh, so like, let me get Isaiah 13 for you. But you see the signs, man, that shows this. These kingdoms, these kingdoms that we've been going through, right? That are talked about in the book of Daniel, the second chapter, with the statue that King Nebuchadnezzar dreamed about. These kingdoms that go on and come one after another. These great kingdoms that we're talking about, uh, empires and stuff like that. They just they just learn from each other and they continue on, right? It's like it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, the first chapter. It says there's nothing new under the sun.
Yep,
So
no new thing.
yeah, they continue to. We see the traditions that they've brought from them old empires, and it's on display here today. This is the
Yeah,
only empire where the Israelites didn't know that they were Israel. They didn't know that they were Israelites, the 12 tribes.
because the falling away came. Lord turned his back on us. Hey, and then I saw I don't know if it was one of the brothers, but it was a clip where they showed it might yeah it was. I think it was the brother up out of Chicago. The average empire lasts 250 years before it collapsed.
Yeah.
And this what year this is for America. 250. And now of them 250 years, they've been at war, I think, for at least 237.
I said that in one of my
Roughly,
lessons the
roughly.
other
I
day.
don't. Yeah, you can fact check that. But what other nation has done that? And then y'all keep thinking they the beacon of light for the rest of the world. They've been in existence not even 250 years, and they done had 230 some years of war. The people of Iran, they say they've been around thousands of years. You know why? Because they know how to get along with people. But these Edomites, all they want to do is war and take because they covered fields.
They got a whole what's the name?
Oh,
It
they say
says
the total.
the U.S. has been involved in armed conflict for roughly 225 to 233 of the years between 1776 and 2026.
Hey, see how many wars and conflicts the Israelis been in since 1948. That ain't number what, 77 years. It's finna be 78 years.
Yeah. It says at least 5 to 7 major recognized ones. So of course it's more than that.
Yeah, because they've been doing that little slick shit, them little proxy wars too. And they just do secret assassinations. They'll blow you up like they did Soleimani. I might be pronouncing his name wrong. They assassinated several Iranian scientists. I haven't seen a podcast where they said they assassinated an Egyptian scientist in the 50s or the 60s in California.
Mm.
These little boy, especially the House of Amalek, they wicked as a motherfucker. It's a lot for my speech.
I'm gonna get Isaiah 13. What did you want me to pull from there?
I want you to pull 11 and then read 15.
All
Since
right.
you had read, what was it, Isaiah 31?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter and 11 verse, says, I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. Let's just stop right there first. Now, how is it that when you ask a Christian about these things, right? Because there was this guy I was talking to. Well, I wasn't even talking to him, but I was listening to that conversation yesterday. And this almost seems like with Christians, when it comes to the Lord, they only expect good things to happen. They don't expect the Lord to do bad things, right? As in the sense of judgment or disciplining you or chastising you. It's just supposed to all be sunshines and rainbows and stuff.
They
I
do
never,
not, they are not more in the scriptures.
yeah, I never understood that how you can only expect good things from the Lord and not no bad. Because of course we know that an unjust balance is an abomination to the Lord.
Yeah, false balance.
Yeah. So with that, how could you, number one, if you even knew what wickedness was and who the wicked people are on the earth, think that they could receive salvation and not have to go through any type of judgment or punishment for what they've done?
How you think you can be wicked and you are Israelite and think you're going to get salvation?
Exactly. Just because some people think that just because they're Israelite, they're okay. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't.
Nah, yeah.
So
Do that make sense that Yahushua Mashiach, whom they call Jesus Christ, walked around on earth, did not break none of the laws, died for our sins that was laws that was punishable by death, for you to say, okay, now we can just do whatever we want to do now, even though he led by example,
and
right?
we're supposed to strive
The
and be like
disciples, disciples didn't break the laws either.
and we're supposed to strive and be like them too.
Yeah.
So you have people out there who actually think just because Yahushua died for our sins, that it's okay to commit more sins.
That makes sense, huh?
Like I was saying the other day, I'm like, Christians really think they that the Lord put forth rules, law, statutes, and commandments, then said we getting into the new covenant and just do away all with all the laws, and you don't gotta follow no more. I implemented them, so then I could take them away. Then y'all could do and live in sin and wickedness,
Yeah.
break the laws, and then just be okay with it.
And what will separate us from the rest of the nations?
Exactly.
Because they lawless too. So you just want to be like the rest of the nations. But at the end of the day, you want to be a heathen, which is fine with us. Go ahead and be a heathen. And like it's going to read, did you get to it yet?
No, I haven't. Salaki, I paused right there. But it mentions that in the book of Acts 7 and 51. Let me finish reading this.
Okay.
And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
So he finna get rid of these Edomites. And y'all, like he just said, y'all still cleaving on to him. Still thinking this world gonna live forever. Hey, some of these wicked ass Israelites, they ready for that chip too.
Yeah. Like
I saw a girl talking about how convenient it was. Look at, I'm using my palms. Oh, she's gonna be one of the first ones to get that chip.
I seen a video about how they had implemented it in the Sweden, Germany, and Belgium.
Yeah, them Swedish, they taking it willingly.
Yeah,
They people see what the people don't be considering the latter end. You finna catch a gruesome, grievous sore. You see how you make out your motherfucking hands start deteriorating and shit. You what the fuck happened? Yeah, we
trying
know
to
you
take.
took it.
Yeah, it's funny because you had just mentioned this about Jake cleaving on to Esau.
Oh
When I
God,
was having this conversation with these niggas the other night, I couldn't even tell y'all this in the lesson because it's too much for me to remember. I can only remember key details. I said, you think I'm gonna be okay or forget a group of people who did heinous and inhumane acts to us as a whole? You think you want me to just forget about it? I said to him, I said, would you forget a person that say you was in that lot? Because of course we know that real. If you sitting here and you picking cotton in the field and you got a goal to meet, and if you don't meet the goal, they're gonna chop your hand off. And let's say your dad or your cousin or your brother don't make their goal and they chop your hand off, is you gonna be okay with? Are you gonna be okay with the person that did that to them? But
what do
he
you
he
say?
looking
What
at me
they
like,
say? Yeah.
yeah, he's looking at me like I wouldn't. Why do you have so much hatred towards these people though, Eric?
Ask them what kind of love they got toward us. Give me some fucking examples.
Exactly. What have being nice to these people brought you?
You see how they getting around, how they getting down on earth. The Lord is revealing them. Shameful spewing is on their glory.
Yeah,
All their little secret things is coming out, right?
that's what I say. You realize there's still people around from Jake. Like I was telling you, my the teacher I was just telling you about,
Oh
she's
yeah,
in the same shoes as Papa. She used to pick cotton in where she said she's from, Mississippi.
yeah.
And she was born in the 50s, so it wasn't that long ago. It's still Edomites around who was hanging niggas back then.
Oh, they still got slaves in Mississippi probably to this day. They had already came out like 2015 with some shit like that.
Yeah, man.
Niggas didn't even know they was free. No, they ain't. Well, we ain't technically free. We still subject to payment. So you ain't free.
Tributaries.
Yeah.
Let's lock it up. Verse 15.
And
Everyone.
this is like he's saying, like we saying, like the scriptures say. This is a future prophecy that's gonna come to the land of through the spirit, which is Egypt and Sodom, Assyria, Babylon. It's gonna come. So you can continue. We can get that from Micah to be settled on your leaves. Now that's in Zephaniah. Go ahead.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Read 16 for the women, for the independent women.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
You can read 17, because guess what? They
If you
trying to
go,
come up with they trying to come up with a new deal with Russia right now, trying to get Russia to go back to the dollar.
and if you go into the NLT, that word ravished is great.
Hey, the way they dress, they want to get great. They think
That's why I tell you, they just make
they
themselves.
walking around thinking they dressing like strippers, walking around in regular society dressed like strippers and hookers.
You,
Okay.
these women, especially the ones that be online posting that shit, or even in person. Like I said, nigga, my first day of school this year, it was girls walking around with mini skirts on. Like I could actually literally see the ass cheeks.
And then be the same girls when they turn 30. Why won't nobody marry me? Because you got about 200 bodies, baby. You might well continue to be that, whatever y'all call them nowadays, thoughts or read
Bops,
verse,
pop offs, whatever.
yeah, read verse 17.
Come. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, go down to 19, because you just said through the spirit is what?
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And
Guess why?
Babylon,
Guess why though? Because that's the same thing these Edomites did whenever they came to somebody else's country. They didn't spare old, young, or children. And you know the files coming out, them E-files, they've been eating the kids. Hey, boy, they vow. Right? Vow. But yet y'all still love them. We still want to hang with them. Y'all want to be the tail forever. Is Israel a homeborn slave? Go ahead.
yeah. That's why Elder Apostle Hart said that. He said, yeah, some of you niggas, I'm not saying he said this word for word. He said, yeah, some of you niggas is not built for royalty. Y'all's not built to be kings.
Yeah. They built to be porters. These niggas don't realize, boy, they favorite stars, boy. They gonna be the least in the kingdom.
Yeah, we're gonna be walking around, Lord willing, we be at that number. You see right there, that's Michael Jordan. Why he walking around? Because he was wicked in the last kingdom.
Yeah, and the one they jocked the most. Your generation jocked the most. He right before your generation. That boy LeBron James, boy, they marketed the shit out of that nigga. Yeah. King James. Oh, niggas, boy, they just live and die by it. He the greatest ever. Why y'all always pitting our people against each other? Yeah. Go ahead. Read 19 for the folks that love America, aka Babylon.
Verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees.
Chaldees, yeah.
The beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Then don't be DJ brag all the time that this the greatest country ever, the greatest kingdom ever. He always bragging. Guess what the Lord say? You're gonna be overthrew just like Sodom and Gomorrah. And we all know what happened to them. He got hit with fire and brimstone.
Go ahead, read Revelation 18 and see what the Lord gonna do to this place.
Yeah.
Now also
with violence shall this city be thrown down because they go around in a violent manner. Huh? Since you have not hated blood shall pursue thee, Esau, you finna get it.
And just like he said, concerning Noah, the flood, which was the first death, the destruction of Babylon the Great, lake of fire and brimstone is the second death.
Yeah. He said, I would never flood it again, roughly paraphrasing again. But the second time, he going to cleanse it with fire. People ain't took that to heart yet. Because you know why? Our people honor the Lord with their lips, but their hearts, meaning their minds, is far from them. Yeah. They go off what T.D. Jakes said.
Yep.
The fear.
If your spirit can receive it, those same spirited people, and I'm talking to the elect of the house of Israel, Lord willing, we be at that number. And I know 2/3, I could really care less about how y'all end is, right? 2nd Ezra 9 and 13. If your spirits can receive this, though, Israel, those same spirited people back in those times, the times of Noe, times of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Those same spirited people are back on the earth nowadays, which is why they can't understand what we've been telling them this whole time. Yeah. But that's okay, though. When they didn't listen back then, it's going to be the same way. The Lord keeps them in that light. It's most likely he will. They're going to get destroyed once again.
Hey, this turned into us get on our people. Go to Ezekiel 12 right quick.
And some of them are specifically reserved for fire, and some of them reserved to die in Jacob's trouble.
Go to Ezekiel 12 and 2.
The word of Yahweh also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house.
That's our people to a T. Now this is Ezekiel talking to our people, letting them know the Lord finna send us into captivity in Babylon. Our people still didn't take heed. Yeah, was going around acting like the heathens in a wicked manner. And then they went right on into Babylon and assimilated. Same thing every time we was in we got took over by somebody. The Medo-Persian Empire.
Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, Assyria and Babylon.
Yeah, the Greco-Roman Empire, we assimilated. The modern world now, America, you assimilated. If you behaving like these Americans.
Yeah.
What's wrong? The best thing going on earth is to be an Israelite. And of the elect, out of that, if you ain't part of the elect, you finna get The Lord finna. I'm trying to use better words. There ain't nowhere around this one. The Lord finna fuck y'all up real bad. His name is the Almighty. Look that word Almighty up in the scriptures, and you're gonna find out that he ain't all loving, not all the time.
Al-Shadia, demon-like power.
Demon-like power.
Fearful power, like send goosebumps down your back.
Boy, I remember one of my aunties used to always say, God don't hate the sinner, he hate the sin. What? That shit don't even make common sense.
You know what? This is why I would brought out if they said that. You said, say that again, please.
You say, God don't hate the sinner, he hate the sin. Yeah, that don't make no sense. I was thinking the same. Don't even read that.
This is how you know this is a so-called Christian. They don't read the Bible.
Yeah,
and even if they do read the Bible, they don't understand the scriptures. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter and the 6th verse. For the Most High power hateth sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
Yeah.
Give unto the good and help not the sinner.
You know what our people got in their mind? We're gonna go when you go back to Ezekiel 12, right? And go to 22. Because that's all our people say. And not in our lifetime, it's in the New Testament too. Let me see. 2 Peter. Yeah,
That not in my lifetime. Go ahead.
2 Peter 3 and 3. We can go back. You still in 12?
Come.
Yeah, we can read that. Ezekiel 12.
Ezekiel 12 and 22, it says, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? Tell them, therefore, thus saith Yahweh the Most High Power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith Yahweh the Most High Power. That's just like Habakkuk 2 and 3.
Yeah. Hey, like Habakkuk 2 and 3, and then read 2 Peter 3 and 3.
Or
and
even,
then give what the title is, The Coming Day of Yahweh. Huh?
Or even in the book of Romans, the 13th chapter.
We can pull that too. We ain't even got to the
New Testament.
The shameful spewing on Esau, because we didn't.
Oh.
It's just various topics. Israel. We talking about the unbelievers right now. We warning y'all. We giving y'all a warning. You better remove yourself through the spirit from Babylon. Because if you invested in this country, you finna be mad because your house finna get flattened. The land you swear you got finna be turned into a lake of fire. So that's why I'm reading what? 2nd Ezra 14, get your house in order.
From my mama to my siblings, to
Me
my
uncles, everybody.
To my aunties, to my grandmamas, all of that. They're gonna be sore. What they say, they're gonna be sore afraid. Yeah. They're gonna be very, very distraught. And me and this brother right here, we're gonna ding 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 ding.
It's gonna be like the Lord gonna make our roof, our tongues cleave to the roof of our mouth. Because we've been out here. It's gonna come a day when the word get took off the streets, roughly paraphrased.
You're already trying to do it right now with Israel starting to get control of all these social media platforms and banning hate speech and all that shit.
Yeah, then soon, like you say, there's no more wisdom in teaming. Soon as they do something, it shit come out 24, 48 hours. They get exposed. But like today, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Shameful spewing. We got some more shameful spewing on your glory, Esau, especially Amalek. Soon, they ain't gonna better say you anti. let me read 2 Peter 3:3.
I got it right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say this real quick before I read it though.
Okay.
And even then for this, man, which I pull this out after I read this, there shouldn't be anybody that's gonna be able to say that the Lord is merciless. Because you have Israelites out there, where was the Lord doing slavery? The Lord is harsh. All of these other things just sound like people who don't want to take accountability for their actions. Uh, the Lord did this and that. All of these other things. When we in a grace period right now, in
For you
between
to
covenants,
repent. So, like, that's what I was going to say. The house of Mashiach, after he healed people, what did he say? Sin no more. Meaning, don't break the laws no more. So, why would he give himself up for you to continue to sin after he healed people and told them not to sin no more?
the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't want to get. Yeah, y'all don't make too much. They don't make common sense, man.
Yeah, they contradict themselves in many
Yeah,
ways.
yeah.
But like I was saying though, we're in a grace period right now, just like in the time of Noah, where Noah was warning the people, the most righteous man out of his generation.
For like 120 years, right? Or
For 120 years,
yeah.
y'all niggas still didn't listen. The times of Sodom and Gomorrah, what did Lot do? He went and warned his what did he warned his daughters, his stepsons. What did stepsons say? They
They said,
disregarded
no, we
him.
want to be like, we want to keep having parties like Diddy.
Exactly. Disregarded Lot until them angels came down and burned their city up.
And the
And they
wife
was
too. She turned to a pillar of salt because guess what?
and she's still there too.
Through the woman, we all die. We all,
Yeah.
what roughly paraphrase? Because they
So the
love
woman began sin. Through her we all die. Roughly
yeah.
paraphrase.
Boy, they love some old rebellious going against the rules.
Yeah. So that's why I can't. This truth have went out around the four quarters of the earth, and those who weren't able to receive it, which is going to be a small few, which is in the scriptures, where it's a
Luke
time
11.
period where the angel, where the elect will go around and tell them, for the rest of you niggas out here though, you have access to internet and stuff like that. You drive by the apostles and the elders and the brothers on a weekly basis. I'm not gonna have any type of uh remorse, any type of empathy, any type of feeling for you at all.
Yeah, because all you got to do is research. Look into history. You ain't really got to look into history now. You can just look and see what's going down right now. The Edomites are showing their hands. They showing themselves to be the wicked on earth. They fit all the descriptions in the scriptures. And yet y'all still dismiss it.
That's not Esau. Okay.
They don't call Esau Japhet. How the fuck you figure that? How you figure that?
They come up with every other thing.
Everything but they
Disprove us,
oppress.
man. You can't disprove the Lord.
No.
Do you not realize that?
Yeah, we just read it. Right? We just read it in Ezekiel the 12th chapter. When he say gonna go? When he have purpose gonna go? So another scripture, roughly paraphrasing, his words shall not return void. So what he say gonna happen. He said, as it is written again, he knew the end from the beginning.
He declared the end from the beginning. Come.
Yeah.
What's his name? Also, like it says, he swore by himself in the book of Jeremiah 49 that these things are gonna come to pass. Swore on himself.
And where we at right now? 49, 50, 51.
All of those are current
Jeremiah,
right now. Second
that was
Ezra
during the
15,
Babylonian captivity also. And do you remember the scoffers tried to get rid of Jeremiah?
Daniel 12, Second Ezra 15, 16. We all in that part of the Bible now. Revelation 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, all of that, man. And let me go ahead and read this, Salaki, y'all. The coming day of the Lord, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust. Just like that lady that the elder Manata Zakba did a lesson on today. She might not have been no Jake. She could have been, like he said, from the conquistadors, the Spaniards. Because you should have seen the hatred that she had when she seen them IUIC brothers on there, the one Latino brother and then the other Jake brother, and they was united. because it, it can go vice versa, man.
As
You
long
have
as
Jakes
12
that hate.
tribes, as long as the men divided, the women winning. Because
Yeah,
they get to move around like how they want to move around.
it's a lot of Jakes that hate Latinos and Latinos that hate Jake. It's Latinos in like even in Mexico, they discriminate against the dark Mexicans versus the lighter ones because they cleave once again to Esau. Just because you lighter is Ephraim shall
Esau's
be a
doctor.
pick in
They
turn.
clear the Esau's doctor. They love Esau wine.
Especially the Catholics and goddamn this whatever her name is, Mary of Magdalene or whoever.
Yeah, they go around up and got all kind of skeletons and shit in
Yeah.
Mexico. I'm like, what the hell is all this? This the Day of the Dead. What? Okay.
Worshiping your ancestors, oh, that's witchcraft. That's black magic. That's in the scriptures.
Had that private for you. We finna find out. You read verse 4.
Count, I'm on it. And saying, where's the promise of his coming? Like he said, that the spirit of what would you say, Salaki? The spirit of not in our generation. There we go.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
same
them.
spirit of people. For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. They're in
Yeah.
a period of relaxation right now.
Yeah. They
Till the
settled
Lord
in
set
their leaves. Let me get that.
until the Lord set shit off for real. Like the elder brother Salaki. Aragabar. The elder brother Aragabar said when we were at camp one of these days, he said, you Jakes really aren't gonna understand till the Lord start coming out and touching you niggas.
Yeah. He
The
touched
second
people every
Idris,
day, but he touched people every day, but they don't attribute it to the Lord.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our people, somebody died. We praying to God right now. I be looking at first 4 days, right? Cat guy, toe up. Yeah, we praying to God right now. God the one took them out. When you read it to them, they don't want to believe. But then yet they say they believe in the Bible. Okay.
Like it says, the same shall know it through death by pain. And that's what he was saying. Going on to verse 5, it says, for this they are willingly ignorant of, that by the word, like he just said, ignorance, that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Mm-hmm.
But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. So really, Yahweh Shah hasn't been going that long.
But they go to the point. Read the next verse. That's the point.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness.
That's what
But
the weak spirit, the 2/3 got their spirit on. That's like you read earlier, like you just read. They don't think nothing gonna change. Go ahead.
is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
Yep, like you said, we in the grace period. Our people overlooking that fact that we under the grace period. But guess what? Each day that window closed. Because just like I said at the end of my lessons, at the end at the beginning, we one day close to the kingdom, and we one day close to 2/3 being judged on a grand scale.
Yeah, that means two things. Number one, like you said, we one day close to the kingdom, talking to the elect, Lord willing, the ones out there trying to live a righteous life. We one day close to the kingdom in a good way, then we one day closer to the kingdom as in destruction on earth.
Yeah, because if you continue reading this chapter, you're gonna see. Because the next title is A New Heaven and a New Earth. And guess what? It's gonna get hit with fervent heat, like we've been telling y'all. This land, America, from the west coast to the east coast, north and south, finna turn to a big ass lake of fire. Yeah, that's some nice images for you guys. This what y'all want since y'all don't want to repent and return to the Almighty Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua and have faith in Yahushua Mashiach that he gonna come and deliver us from out of the hand of our enemies and those that hate us. Because if you can't tell the rest of these nations hate us, that means you finna be thrust through with them, just like in reading Isaiah 13. Look at that. Yeah, it's gonna be America. That's a future picture for America. You can get a map of that, right? And just flip from each month, motherfucking fire. Desert creatures.
Yeah, if you really understood the scriptures and actually read them, contrary to what Christianity pushes, which is the day of the Lord returning as being sunshines and rainbows and hand giving in hand and singing songs and stuff like that, you're gonna hear loud ass trumpets being blown when the King returns, and darkness.
When they get to fighting in the
fire in his eyes.
When we see them angels and the Lord with his, he gonna destroy them with the brightness of his glory. We're going to retitle this because we just we're just going to be various topics. We didn't even get to shameful spewing on the glory of Esau. We could pull up a couple things though, real quick. We already at 51 minutes.
Oh wow! I don't even feel like it's been that long. That's crazy.
Yeah. So Jake ain't gonna they ain't gonna pay attention this long. And we go over an hour and a half. We had to break this up to another lesson. We had to do a part 2.
You said various spewing.
Various topics. You got to take off the spewing on the wicked. Because we drifted off through the spirit and start talking about our people. Which we should be talking about because they scoffing at us. So we're going to scoff back. Let's get something for them.
Isaiah 14. Or you got something else?
No, I'm getting something for the scoffers.
Oh, come.
What's that? Proverbs 1st chapter. Let me see. I read verse 7. You gonna pull it up or you want me to pull it up?
No, I'm about to. I was retitling. I said, scoffers and 2/3 shall take place in the lake of fire.
Yeah. Because like you say, it's 2026, man. If y'all still believe in that old, like Apostle Tahar say, that plantation Christianity, and then even if you did believe in it, you got the Bible, you got you going to church. Your granny go to Bible study on Wednesday, church on Sunday. Y'all not even doing what to do. The one whom you ignorantly called Jesus said to do.
What do you want me to pull out?
You can pull out 7, Proverbs 1 and 7 first, and then drop down to 22.
Oh damn, Shalaki, hold on. I want to get this word first. Scorner. Properly to make mouths to scoff. Having the original interpreter, make a mocker. Right? Proverbs 19 and 29. Judgments are prepared for scorners, scoffers, mockers, and stripes for the back of fools. Now, you said Psalm what? Or you said Proverb?
I said Proverbs 1. One and 7. You can read 7 first.
All right.
Because they don't believe the words of the Almighty Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua.
All right. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Yeah, that's some scoffers.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Now drop down to 22.
All right. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yeah. Verse drop down to 25. 'Cause this was going to take place. Future prophecy for all the wicked of our nation. Because that's
But
our
ye,
main concern, the elect. You don't want to behave like this.
but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity, and will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer, and they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh, they would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof.
Yeah. That's what you just said about all your peoples, remember? Your aunts, grandmamas, mamas, sisters, cousins, friends, whoever you gave the message to, and they forbear, they gonna come back. Like you say, when the phone get to ringing, you had your opportunity. All you had to do was research, fear the Most High Power, and read the scriptures. What was it? The Church of Berea in the scriptures, they searched. They did research to see if the things that the men of the Lord was saying was true.
Salaki. That just made me think of in the scriptures where it says, I want to say that's the book of Judges, the 10th chapter. Call on those false gods.
Yeah. Hey, we was gonna show that little thing.
The video.
Yeah. And because back in the day, our people they love them foreign gods, Molech and Baal.
Yeah.
And what's that
We can
one?
show that video still.
Asterisk or something. Yeah, show that video.
It says Judges 10 and 13. Now let's get this. Verse 11. And Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians? Our people have this condition which
they got selective memory.
exactly.
I said it to females I knew back in the day. You got selective memory, which
exactly. As soon as we left Egypt, they forgot who delivered them.
Yeah. As soon as Moses went up to the mount to get the commandments, what they tell Aaron? Get all the gold and metal. They didn't made a whole golden calf to worship it. Motherfucker can't even move. Read the story of Baal and the dragon in the Apocrypha. I think when I first started doing lessons, one of my first lessons, Haratazar, was on, I think it was in Houston. They put up a big ass statue of a fucking monkey. Like, what the? This is a god. Oh, yeah. What can he do?
Statues, wood and
Statues
stone.
that can't even move, can't even feed itself. Read that story of Baal and the dragon in the Apocrypha, Israel.
And Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines? The Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Maonites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I deliver you out of their hand. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Yeah. Oh, I got one. Let me get one for you. I'm trying to think.
There's gonna be a lot of people calling on the name of JC.
Yeah.
And what's that Muslim? Allah.
Allah, yeah.
Because our people decide to follow after the gods of other nations, which the other nations don't do that shit. It was at one point in time, which they still do. The other nations want to be like the Israelites.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I know it's in Jeremiah. Let me see.
I will mock when your fear comes. Yeah, let me get that. That's why you getting this. You
Okay.
see, leaves to the roof of our mouth. Ezekiel 3:25. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee and shall bind thee with them. Thou shalt not go out among them, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. And that's how you know who we're talking about, because it said rebellious house. But when I speak with thee, I will open up thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord, the Most High Power, he that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house. Like I always say, whether they hear or whether they forbear.
Yeah. Like the Lord say. Hey, read Jeremiah 2:11. This is what our people have done. And we the only nation that did this too.
Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. Matter of fact, since we're talking about gods, what is that, Psalm 96? There is no God with me. Yep. Psalm 96:4, or Psalm 96:3. Declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among all people. For Yahweh is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahweh made the heavens.
Yeah.
Honor and majesty are before him, strength and beauty are in his sanctuary.
Yeah.
So all of these idols and other gods is just vanity at the end of the day.
Yeah. You might as well do what they finna do on this clip, like you told me about.
Yeah, you want me to pull up, or you got it?
I don't got it. I didn't even. I haven't even seen it yet. You just told me about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I saw it, but I ain't click on it.
It should pop up from this.
They making fun of them. Them Iranians making fun of them. Look at that. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't even look at it.
Flames rise in Tehran as a horned figure burns in the heart of revolution rallies. Why were statues of the ancient deity Baal set alight across Iran? From biblical symbolism to modern conspiracy theories, this fiery spectacle is about far more than history.
Why people worship the wicked? The wicked 2/3 of the house of Israel.
Iranian state-organized rallies marking the anniversary of Iran's 1979 Islamic Revolution took an unusual turn this week as demonstrators in several cities set fire to large statues depicting a horned, bull-headed figure identified by organizers as Baal, an ancient deity referenced in biblical and Islamic tradition. According to Iranian media, the coordinated burnings were framed as a symbolic protest against what organizers described as moral corruption in the West. Some of the events were reported to have taken place simultaneously in different cities. Images circulated online showed a towering bull-headed effigy engulfed in flames in Tehran's Azadi Square. In some instances, the displays included additional imagery, such as the number 666, and references to US President Donald Trump. Participants were heard chanting "Death to Israel" and "Death to America," slogans commonly heard at official anniversary gatherings. Iranian news agency Mehr described the effigy as the idol of Baal, portraying it as a false god associated with deviation from monotheism. Online speculation linked Epstein to ancient deities such as Baal or Moloch, figures that in some traditions are associated with child sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's what Molech was, baby, child sacrifices. I was just talking to these niggas about that as well. They still don't see the problem with reproductive rights, eugenics.
What?
I told these niggas, I said, you do realize that they made that to make our women sterile, the Latino, Negro, and Native American women sterile, right? Okay, but what's your problem with Kamala Harris though? Nigga, what?
They don't hear what you're saying.
Are you serious?
We just read it. They got ears, but they hear not. They got eyes, but they see not.
Yeah, that's why I try to tell myself more and more. I'm not even talking to these niggas about the Bible no more. You just heard me say that, and you don't see the problem with it. Okay, even now, when they take that stuff and continue to get abortions more and more, it lessens their chances of being able to have a child.
And it turned that thing to stink.
Mm-hmm. Yo, as it says, your pussy is a grave.
Oh man, just get after you play that, can we get Jeremiah 50 and 2?
Iranian organizers describe the statue burning as a symbolic act
Hey, look at the Epstein online theories.
in Western political and financial systems. The anniversary events themselves included the usual displays of anti-US and anti-Israel rhetoric, flag burnings and speeches emphasizing resistance to foreign pressure. State media framed the effigy burnings as a message from Tehran to the wider world. However, the symbolism sparked debate within Iran. Some clerics reportedly expressed concern about invoking imagery tied to ancient deities, while online users questioned whether the act risked unintended religious connotations.
Babylon had a lot of false deities too, which is modern day Iraq. The Iranians got their own gods. The Lord gave everybody their own gods. We were supposed to be the only ones worshiping the true power, the most high power of Israel, but now they want to fly out. They want to be like Tina Turner, be Buddhist and shit, or Malcolm X. Yeah, all right.
The term Baal means lord or owner in ancient Semitic languages. In the ancient Near East, particularly among Canaanite peoples, Baal was worshipped as a fertility and storm deity.
You know what's funny about that? She just said Canaanite. When you look in the Good News translation, that scripture I sent you in Shaquat the other day from the Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter, where it was talking about them sacrifices they was making of children. It says that it was a Canaanite tradition.
Yeah, that's why when we took over the land, he said he gave us the 7 groups of people not to deal with
and to kill them off.
Yeah.
When you conquer a land.
Yeah.
Often referred
to the land because of their wickedness. Same thing you been do to them Israelis.
Mm-hmm. Of rain and dew. Archaeological discoveries at Ugarit in northwestern Syria in 1928 revealed tablets describing Baal as a warrior god, with Mount Zaphon believed to be present-day Jebel Akra on the Syria-Turkey border, identified as his mythological home.
I'm sorry, but this should even look weird.
Yeah, you hear me? Hey, look at that motherfucker. You gonna worship something that look like that? Can't even move, nothing.
Got the head of a man, but then you know what?
In Jewish, Christian, and Islamic texts, Baal is depicted as a false deity and rival to monotheistic worship. The Hebrew Bible presents him as a central rival to Yahweh, particularly during the reign of King Ahab and Queen Jezebel.
King Ahab, that was the one that Saul was supposed to have killed, right?
No. They talking about Ahab was the Israelite.
Oh yeah.
The Israelite Ahab, the one whom the Lord had the counsel in heaven about so he can kill his ass at Ramoth Gilead. He was a wicked king. And his wife was Jezebel. And she worshiped Baal. Right? So she tried to as the story goes in Kings, he wanted his neighbor's lot and got pissed because he wouldn't sell it to him. Because you ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to keep your family land.
That's big.
And Jezebel went around spreading false rumors about the owner, and they eventually killed him and got him done away with. And like shit, Jezebel had a terrible end. She got ate by wild dogs in the street. So we all got to read the scriptures. Ahab, he's the first one when the Lord had a counsel in the heavens. This is how you know ain't no such thing as hell. And that the so-called devil or the spiritual demon Satan works for the Lord. Everybody works from the Lord. Isaiah 45, right? I create good and I create evil. So in the counsel of heaven, we just pull it up. Let me find it. I had something for you. You read that Jeremiah 50 for me right quick. Let me find this in the scriptures. Ahab was a wicked king.
I haven't gotten to the book of Kings of Samuel yet. That's why I was asking.
Oh, okay.
But let me go ahead and get this for you. Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, in the second verse, says, "Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard, publish, and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast." You want me to continue reading?
No, that was it. I just want you to read about he finna destroy all these little deities.
Oh yeah, come on.
So like give me a second.
I could go ahead and play it again.
In the New Testament, the name Beelzebub, linked to Baalzebub, appears in references to Satan. Scholars can...
That's what they was calling Yahushua.
Yeah. They try to mock him.
Trying to demonize him.
Yeah, trying to demonize him, trying to mock him.
Continue to debate the extent of evidence for child sacrifice in parts of the ancient Levant, with interpretations varying widely. In modern Iran, the reappearance of Baal as a symbol reflects less a historical argument and more a contemporary political message, one shaped by ideology, religious imagery, and global conspiracy narratives.
And that obelisk next to it, that phallic symbol, is what you see in Washington, D.C.
Go to 1 Kings 21 and 25.
Says, "But there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of Yahweh, whom Jezebel his wife stirred up."
Yeah, and she worshiped Baal. So go to 1 Kings 22 and 20, and we're gonna see how counsel go down in the heavens. For these people can eliminate that little thought in their head about being influenced. Who made you do it? The devil made me do it. Nah, people do that. They come up with any kind of reason.
Ain't that what A-Bar said?
Yeah.
The devil made me do it. And Yahweh said, "Who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead?" And one said, "On this manner," and on another said, "On that manner." And there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahweh and said, "I will persuade him." And Yahweh said unto him, "Wherewith?" And he said, "I will go forth and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, Thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so.
And them prophets was the prophets of Baal. Let's see.
We continue.
Did you read verse 23? Because I'm looking at it in the NLT version right now.
Yeah, I'm reading verse 23 right now.
Okay.
Now, therefore, behold, Yahweh hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and Yahweh hath spoken evil concerning thee.
Yeah. The death of Ahab. You continue to read
Come.
First Kings, Second Kings. Those leaders that had those wicked spirits, they back on earth right now to this day with a high position within our society, within our household, to show forth their wickedness.
But Zedekiah, the son of...
Oh, you ain't got this. That was it. This is all we need.
Okay.
We just was giving an example. Since they mentioned Ahab in that little clip.
That obelisk though, that's another symbol from the previous empires.
Yeah, from the Egyptian Empire. The Babylonians probably used it too.
Yeah, they did. I'm pretty sure that phallic symbol. Just showing you examples of how Babylon the Great is spiritual Sodom in Egypt.
And you finna go down with it. Let's get that out of Revelations when it tells us to come up out of her, my people.
Oh yeah, 18. Let's see.
Yeah, Revelation 18:4. It's a warning to our people. We have to close. We're gonna close after this, and we don't want y'all to go too long because y'all ain't gonna look at it.
Yeah. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
And that biggest plague gonna be them missiles.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities.
Yeah. Go ahead, get read that one more, because we didn't even get to what we need to get to. We'll do that tomorrow.
Come. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Yeah. That's what you get. Because your boy DJ, he the proudest one of all right now.
Yeah.
You better wake up, Israel. Hey, like he say, the grace period is closing.
The clock is ticking.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, we're going to close it off there by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakadas.
Double blessing and honor to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, we say Shalom, Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.
And as always, we're one day closer to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom, Israel.